If you want to keep spending money and sending money to Afghanistan, God bless you, then do it in state and foreign ops, do it in intel, do it somewhere other than in the Defense Authorization Act. This is about the defense of our country, about what's important to us and our military.
Mr. Chairman, I just be clear. There is no money in the authorizing bill for Afghanistan. So the gentleman's worries are misplaced. In fact, if he wasn't bringing up this amendment, we wouldn't even be talking about it. So that last little bit there was completely wrong, totally confusing. Some big impassioned plea about how dare we pass an authorizing act that funds the Taliban. I want to assure all members there is no money in this bill for funding the Taliban.
So is there anything better than watching a Republican lawmaker, you know, somebody who's supposed to know the ins and outs of legislation better than anybody else in the land, completely get it wrong for 40 seconds straight? Was that not the most beautiful thing you've ever watched? But check out what he has to say next.
If there's no funding in here and no authorization for spending any of American tax dollars in Afghanistan, then you certainly won't mind an amendment that does nothing.
This is really what it's come down to. Look, at the end of the day, congressional hearings have turned into nothing more but opportunities for sound bites and clips that people can eat up online so that people can push them out to their niche bases that give them their support.
I do not consider you an expert on this issue. As a matter of fact, I consider you a major problem. For you to say there were no dead voters in Georgia, there was thousands of dead voters in Georgia.
So it's the echo chamber that gave us Donald Trump. It's the echo chamber that keeps Marjorie Taylor Greene in office. And it's that same echo chamber that's made our Congress and our Senate a literal joke.
Really, for this serious of a bill affecting the dollars that it is and the financial security, which is national security, we ought to have a lot more time. And I think the date
it's only 99 pages.
Without what?
It's only 99 pages, not the 2,000 plus that the Affordable Care Act was.
Well, and yeah.
You know, after a while, one really needs to ask themselves, if you can't read a 99-page document, if you can't put aside the time to read that and you're the one who votes on it, your signature decides what happens in this land, don't you think that somebody else should probably get the job if you can't set aside enough time to do what you were elected to do in the first place? Now that Donald Trump has already been elected and he's still the reigning frontrunner of the Republican Party, there's really no going back. Too much toothpaste is out of the bottle, the cat's out of the bag, and ain't no putting it back.
We passed choice, as you know, Veterans Choice and Veterans Accountability. And they've been trying to get that passed for decades and decades and decades. No, you're finished. Go ahead, please. Please. Go ahead. Okay, excuse me. Go ahead, please.
It's a false statement, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much.
The age of civility politics and decorum within the halls of Congress, that's over. The other day, Marjorie Taylor Greene literally brought photos of nude photos and pornographic imagery of Hunter Biden onto the floor of Congress. For what? For shock value. She was just in a music video. For what? For shock value. It's all about shock value now. And at the end of the day, that's why Donald Trump is where he is. And this is America.